people all have our story and the things in life that make us the people we are today. I'm going to share my story. My name is Rosario. I am 15 years old and I was born and raised here in Bethlehem. I grew up in the Pembroke housing projects here in the north side of Bethlehem, and I grew up in a family of 4. I grew up speaking Spanish and English, but eventually the Spanish just started to fade out, so I can only understand it rather than speak it. My mom is currently working as a teller, coming onto her 13th year, while my father has been on and off jobs as the years go on. We grew up struggling, but it got better. My parents had taught me to always be grateful for what I had, for their kids who couldn't even dream of having a home. I currently live on Southside Bethlehem near Lehigh. We moved there after my sister was born since we needed a bigger home and my mother was tired of the projects. It was a big change considering it was only across town that I moved to. The people in my life changed, my friends changed, and I changed. When I moved, I didn't know what to expect from the neighborhood around me. I didn't have many friends when I moved to the South Side. That lasted until I hit my freshman year at Freedom. I was supposed to go to Liberty, but I moved, so I ended up going to a whole new school with totally different people, which really sucked. I was scared of meeting new people, but I had some really great friends and became very social. My school days were horrible. Before 8th grade, I went to Lincoln Elementary School, then I went to Northeast Middle School, and now I'm currently enrolled in Freedom High School. In elementary school, I was bullied a lot. People called me names, bothered me, and even pushed me around. My grades were also horrible, and I struggled with ADD for a while. After Lincoln, I moved on to Northeast. I thought that it would be great, and I would have so many new friends, but that was the biggest blow ever. I got bullied even more, and the antisocialness got worse. The bullying got so bad that I went into depression in just 7th grade. I found friends that weren't so good friends, did stuff that I wasn't supposed to, and even thought about self-harm at one point. I was a really depressing person until 8th grade came. I was struggling, and my teacher showed me what it was like to be yourself and to never let anyone get in the way of that. So in 8th grade, I made new friends and started to become a very confident person. When I grow up, I don't know what I want to be, but eventually I will find it. I am currently working as a cashier at Valley Farmers Market on Stefco Boulevard here in Bethlehem. It's one of those jobs that you love, but you really hate at the same time, yeah. I never really traveled on vacation with my family. I went to Ocean City, Maryland last year, but that was pretty much it. With my leisure time, I usually just dance or play Minecraft on my phone, which I'm not really a fun person. I had some really fun times in my life. I spent most of the times where I grew up. My good times were mainly with my friends or my family. I've also dealt with a lot of death in my family. When I was in daycare, I had a friend named Gavin. One day he was outside playing and he crossed the street by himself. A truck was driving and hit him. I was upset, but too young to really feel the loss. When I was in 4th grade, I had a classmate who was one of my good friends. One weekend he was playing football and he turned blue and fell. By the time he got to the hospital, he was already dead. That Monday, we all came back to school and my teacher came in the classroom and started crying and said, "I'm gonna tell you guys something that may make you cry, and it's okay to cry. One of our fellow Lincoln Lions has passed away. Jared Phillips has passed." I was in shock for a while before I started to cry. My whole class started crying. I couldn't believe it. I spent that whole week in grief. This impacted me a lot. I taught myself that life is life and all we can do is live it good. We all have our story and we all need to share it, and this was my story.